Hello, Malaki. Oh my god, I had like a plumber, and it was like, "Ugh," and they were like, you owe us money. If you don't pay us, we will cut off your finger. And I'm like, no, don't cut off my finger. And I was like, we are from the plumber mafia. If you don't obey us, we will mess you up. And I was like, how can you do this? And they were like, we can do this. You can do this. And I was like, you can do this? And they were like, yeah, Do you understand? And it was all very scary. They were like, hey, And then I understood that it was all a matter of perspective, And it was like, holy moly. Not breaking, cutting them off like in Yakuza, with a rusted knife, It was like, no, don't do this. And they were like, we will do this. Or even more. I was like, don't do this to me. Like, how can you do this to me? I beg you. And they were like, oh, there is no chance for you. If you want to survive in this world, you have to be ruthless. The only people that survive are those who have the short stack goblins. You mentioned you're considered leftist terrorist in the... Yeah, that's right. That's right. Some eco-terrorist or something. I think I'll be using Ray instead of the onion, by the way. Because he has the best attack sound. Have you ever heard a person that attacks by doing you know? Man. He throw up a little in his mouth when attacking, not common indeed. That's because he doesn't want to hurt anybody. He said so in this thing. So, look, it's Gutitan. We're gonna steal from Gutitan. Itadaki! Ooh! Brr! Brr! Itadakimasu! Itadakimasu! You know what I mean? Maraki? How are you this fine day? Oh, Maraki. Bonjour! I've been sending everybody the message bonjour, you know? Bonjour! Bonjour! Life shard? Oh wow, okay. That's actually pretty good. You know what I mean? No, you're writing it incorrectly. You know, you have to write it like I write it to you in the DMs. Bonjour. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh. Wow. I can't believe you order motherboards instead of donating to my survival. You are a heartless like in those AI stories, you know? You are a heartless person like in those AI stories. My fiancée humiliated me on my birthday party, so I decided to destroy her life, you know? You are like this, and I'm like, bonjour, are you going to abandon me? And you're like, yeah, because you humiliated me. My heart grew cold. I loved her for so many years, but now my heart grew cold. And I said, what do you want from me? And I left and laughed. The end. You know? This is you. This is you, you know? You're like from the AI story. Wait, what was I? Oh yeah, life shard. You distracted me. You distracted me with your, you know. Wait, does that mean that I can just stay here for hours and max my HP? Right? If I can steal life shards, does that mean that I can just maximize my HP for every single character now? I can just stay here for hours and... That motherboard is my survival. I won't be there to give another time without it. Aww. Giling? Slasher. Ben? You know what I mean? Wait, what is the maximum HP in this game? Is it 999? Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's farm. This is now a farming stream. It's like Stardew Valley. Do you know what I mean? What does the blue goblin have? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Wait, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Rivan! Do you know what I mean? What the fuck? Come on! Do you see this? Can you believe? Jesus! I know, right? I cannot believe. Oh my god, my phone is dying. Do you know what I mean? I have to charge my phone. Couldn't steal it. Wait, what does the blue goblin have? One moment, I'll be right back. Do you know what I mean? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm ready. Did you know this about me? My secrets? I will tell you everything. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Hold on. Wait, what the hell happening? You know what I mean? Oh my god. Do you know what I mean? Pilfter. Vitalize. Boom boom bing boom 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 bing boom. Viva Starley! Itadakimasu. Do I have to heal the monster now to get his item? Hello, Blue Goblin. I will heal you. You know what I mean? Rejuvenation. Abrihu. Give me your items. Itadakimasu. Beef jerky? All this effort for a beef jerky? I do not believe. A beef jerky is not worth all that effort. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's go. Let's steal more life shards. How many life shards do you need to screw in a light bulb? Oh, boss goblin. Okay, we're gonna steal from a boss goblin, you know what I mean? Itadakimasu? What the hell? I couldn't even steal from this boss goblin, you know what I mean? Itadakimasu? Beef jerky. Agora beef jerky. We are farming life shards, you know? You know what I mean? We are doing the real RPG experience. Wait, Malaki, where are you? The hell? Are you abandoning me in this time of need? You know what I mean? Okay, let's go get Tita Goo, you know? So that we can get more life shards. Tita Goo. Is this gonna be a Tita Goo? Tricker. Let's steal. Itadakimasu. Gems. Itadakimasu. You know what I mean? Maybe we should go and fetch Momo first and then. Let's go the Tatagu. You know? Titangu. Damn. No Titangu. They stopped appearing. They don't like me anymore. You know what I mean? This card. Malaki betrayed me? My mouse is malfunctioning, you know what I mean? Don't abandon me, you know what I mean? Malaki! Uh-huh. Malaki, let's go get Mama. You know what I mean? Because there are no Daddy Goo anymore. And they're like, yay. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use the life shard on Ryu. You know what I mean? Oh yeah? Come on. Don't remind me of, you know what I mean? Yeah, he was like, he made me pregnant, and then he said, "You're crazy," you know? He was like, "You're crazy, and you stalk me." And then I started making, streams after streams about him, And I had to be forcefully raided out. And then, just at the height when everybody called me crazy, he started sexting me, you know? You know what I mean? And it was like, damn, Even aristocracy called me crazy, you know? And I was like, oh no. And all that stress caused me to have a miscarriage, you know? It was not a good time. Yeah, that's true. What a pervert, you know what I mean? Lauren. And then Lauren Southern had a debate with Zanderhal and Lance from the Serfs. You need to use the Eastern Brigade, right? But this time, I don't think Daddy, the king, will let me go. He thinks it's your fault I ran away the first time, Ryu. But I have an idea. Ryu, you broke up the black market. Mafia? All you need is one more feather in your cap. And even he will have to admit you are a real hero. Do you know what I mean? Remember the plow? Where they grew the vegetables using charisma energy? I love Lance, but sometimes he has mad takes. Yeah, mad is an understatement of the year, okay? His recent Ukraine takes were like, what the fuck, Lance? What the fuck? When Lance said that Ukraine was pulling the US into a war with Iran, and it did it on the behalf of the United States. Yeah, the United States was pulled into a war on the behalf of the United States. Brilliant, Lance. Brilliant. You're a genius, Lance. Okay? On the lately, I've been thinking we need to check it out. Why don't you help me? I'm sure the king will forgive you if you help me. Really? I did not agree to anything. Let's go then. The plan's down the road to the east. I will debate Lance, okay? I will debate Lance. Malaki, should I debate Lance? Malaki, should I debate Lance about the juicy dance? You know what I mean? I will debate Lance about the juicy dance. You understand what I'm saying? What I mean? Oh look, arena. I wonder what became of all those girls who worked here. No matter what happens to places like this, there's always someone who will take over eventually. This town used to be full of people, but everybody stopped coming there after Ranara closed. Have you ever heard of Ivory Dice? Oh, you have, really? Well then, have you ever heard of Mayumi Nakamura? Oh, you haven't? Really? They could just restart the contest. Capcom missed an opportunity. They should have made this an arena or something. Like, what the fuck, Capcom? Isn't that right, Malaki? Malaki? You know what I mean? Pathetic. You know what I mean? Malaki! It had potential, you know? Gay Mao, you know? Let's go to the camps.
When you need a help if you want to get passport, go you.
Hey, I don't mean to twist your arm like that. But if you help me with the plan, I'll talk to my father about the passport, okay? And you also have to sleep with me.
The princess certainly has a way with people. Now it's time for some incest, Ryu. Tiger incest. You know what I mean? Yeah, true. She's a rich bitch, you know? I mean, it's the same reason why she didn't help that mage guy, you know? Uh, yeah, you know? It's the same reason why Nina did not help that Emitai mage guy, you know? She was like, I'm a rich bitch, but I will still not help you. Because you're a pervert! You know what I mean? And he was like, no! And I was like, I kill you in the arena, pervert. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's get a different character. So now we're gonna kick out yeah. You know what I mean? Now I only have girls in my team. Have you noticed, Maraki, that I only have girls in my team now? Look, I have Ryu, Rei, and Nina. I only have girls in my team now. Do you know what I mean? It's a girls' night out. It's okay, Malaki. I'm about to exchange a girl for a woman. You know? You know what I mean? We're about to exchange a little girl for a woman. Do you know what I mean? What is this weird pose? What the hell? Do you know what I mean? Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung.
Can make the cops grow like you want even with charisma. Shouldn't the number in the first place. Entschuldigung.
Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. You know what I mean? Entschuldigung. 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 The machine who worked here said he didn't get along with the director and ran off. The mechanic working on the reactors now is the daughter of the man who built this plant. Entschuldigung, Entschuldigung, Entschuldigung. This reactor used to be able to make nice big crops, but now it's all but completely broken down. Entschuldigung. I tell you, the only reason these stupid reactors even work without blowing up is thanks to Mama looking after them all the time. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. You know what I mean? Where is Mama? Just between you and me, I heard that the mechanic who used to work here poisoning. I wonder if Mama is okay. Entschuldigung. Oh, Mama is here. Let's go. Entschuldigung. Nobody's impressed with my German skill. Entschuldigung. Maraki? Entschuldigung? Are you not impressed with my German? This reactor doesn't have enough pressure, woof. Oh, I should do this. This is her speech pattern now. If we don't get the valve tuned up soon, woof. Right, honey? What do you think? Woof. Huh? Woof. Oh, the parts I asked for. Just put them down over there. Woof. Whoops, not the parts. Sorry. Woof. What is it, honey? I can't play with you right now. Woof. Who are these people? Friends of yours? Woof. What? Ryu? Woof. Ryu? Is it really Ryu? Woof. It's been so long. Woof. Hold on just a minute. Woof. I've got to finish this first. Woof. You've sure gotten big, haven't you? Woof. Boy, how many years has it been since you died at Angel Tower? Woof. Huh? Woof. Woof. Gar tried to kill Ryu because he thought he was an evil dragon. Woof. But actually, you don't know if the brood are evil or not. Woof. So you're going to meet God to ask? Woof. I don't really know anything about the brood. Woof. Whoa. Wow. I did not expect this to be in a game. All I really understand are machines. Woof. Sorry, woof. Mama. What about the plant? What's wrong with it? Woof. Oh yeah. Listen, woof. The director palette is missing, woof. And the plant's falling apart, woof. Bad crops are the least of our problems, woof. If we don't do something soon, woof, something awful could happen, woof. Mutants appearing. A Chrism reactor overload, woof. Just about anything could happen, woof. The only one who knows what's really going on is Palette, woof. The only one who knows what's really going on is Palette. Well then, we have to find him and ask him what to do. I'm looking. Malaki, you betrayed me? Malaki? Come on. Hedgehog dilemma. The hedgehog's dilemma or porcupine dilemma is a philosophical metaphor stating that human intimacy cannot occur without mutual harm. It describes a situation where a group of hedgehogs seek to move close to one another to share heat during cold weather. However, they are forced to remain apart to avoid hurting each other with their sharp spines. Aww. Malaki, you betray me? Malaki? I guess, woof. Did you not notice that I'm adding a woof at the end of every Momo sentence? He sometimes disappears for a while, woof. But I've heard he never goes too far, woof. You know, because Momo's a dog? You know what I mean? You mean you might know where he is? Let's go look for him then. Momo! Honey? Woof. Hey, come on. What the fuck? Why was Nina? Oh my god, I'm changing the party. You know what I mean? So what are you doing here, Momo? Well, after we all broke up at the tower, woof, I thought I would study Peko some more, woof. So I returned to Wendia with him, Pok, woof. But I wasn't able to handle it by myself, woof. So I came here thinking I could ask Director Palette to help me, woof. Peko? Peko is here? Yeah, over to the east there's a place where there's a tree called Yggdrasil. Lately, Peko has been spending all his time there. He's always over there playing by that tree. Peko was born here, so maybe he knows something. I mean, he can't talk or anything, but if you want to bring him along, the tree is east of the plant. Peko is Yggdrasil. Momo and Peko, let you out of my sight for a while and you make all sorts of friends, don't you, Ryu? We'll need Nina's help if we want to get a passport. Since Director Palette isn't around, I've been taking care of the machines. I like making repairs and all, but when they get that bad, it's a real torre. You know what I mean? Maraki, it's not fun adding woof to the end of sentences of Momo if you don't react, you know? If you don't get annoyed, then what's the point, you know? Maraki, you don't even get annoyed, you know? Why not? Maraki, come on. You know what I mean? Oh, I have apparently the best thing to do here is to do wait, what? Wait, how to get the... I don't get it. Okay. Maraki. It's time, Malaki. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I forgot that I have to get Peko. Peko Peko means to be hungry. Onaka ga Peko Peko. Yggdrasil. A legendary tree said to be the embodiment of an ancient sage who taught the world the meaning of true wisdom. Enshrouded in green, awing all who view its majesty. It has been a symbol of faith to all as the holy guardian of the forest for untold ages. This is the place. This is where Peko likes to hang out. Peko? That's funny, I thought I heard someone talking. Fuck you. Did you just say something? Fuck you? I can understand him about as much as I understand a tree or a flower. And they don't talk. Anyway, come on, Peko. We're going to go check out the plant where you were born.
Oh yeah!
Why is Nina thrusted upon me? Oh yeah, let's check the... Let's do this. What? Wow, oh my god. Help us, pervert. Tell us what we should be doing to build our village. You already know what to do, right? Okay, it's up to you now. You know what I mean? We need more fairies to be born, you know what I mean? Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Wrong. Something's wrong. The reactors have stopped and there's chrism gas leaking out of the underground. Everyone got afraid and ran off. Something's wrong. You know what I mean? What's wrong? I guess this is the end. I guess this is the end. What's wrong? What do you mean? Still safe here, I guess. But all the other greenhouses are filled with chrism gas. Oh no. Oh fuck. I cannot use the cannon. I have to use...
Giggling.
Okay, I'm getting Pekka.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Big Jerry, hello. How are you, Big Jerry? You know what I mean? Big Jerry? Do you know what I mean? I have to change the party, Big Jerry. You know? Do you know what I mean? I have to go to the camp now. What can they be doing that they need so much gas? It's said that the machines have come down on us from all their time. I don't really know for sure, but I guess it was a mistake to use them on the crops like that. We've got more to worry about than just the crops. You've got to do something for... You're a pervert. You know what I mean? Okay, we're getting rid of the tiger boy. Then, you know what I mean? Tiger boy? Oh. Politi! We're gonna do Politi later. But that's far later, you know what I mean? Because it's like... Yeah. And it's like totally. And it's... And Shunligung! Okay, we're going to use Pekka. And Shunligung... And the Shunligung... And the Shunligung... And the Shunligung... And Shunligung... And Shunligung... Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's go. And Shunligung. Huh. Well, that didn't work. Alright, that worked. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Shunligung. 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 You know what I mean? And Shunligung. 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 Entschuldigung. You know what I mean? Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. You know what I mean? Oh. Ooh. Oh. Wait. Polish is not on? What the hell? You know what I mean? Entschuldigung. 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 To dobre. How do you call it? Entschuldigung. 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 You know what I mean? Entschuldigung. 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 Let's get rid of Pekko, you know what I mean? Blech. Let's go to the camp. Entschuldigung. Oh god. What are they doing that they need so much gas? Oh god, I'm afraid to answer this question. Jesus Christ. The implication is too horrible to contemplate. Entschuldigung. Entschuldigung. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Entschuldigung. Boom. Who is still here? Tell me your name. Say my name. Entschuldigung. That's goddamn right. My name is Entschuldigung. Bobby, you're gay. You are gay, Bobby. Bobby, you're gay. Bobby. Are you gay, Bobby? You know what I mean? Blech. Blech. Is Bobby gay? Can it be? Can this be that Bobby is gay? How gay is Bobby? Bobby, are you gay? Pray the gay away, Bobby. Bobby. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Stop. I guess it was a bad idea trying to use charisma to make better crops. You know what I mean? Anything here? Nothing. Anything here? Nothing. Anything here? It's rusty and loose. Mama could probably shoot it off. Kill it. You know what I mean? Woohoo! Let's take a look inside die. Hey! Woof! Woof, 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 woof. Ow, ow, ow. Woof, woof, woof. Would you look at this place? Hey Ryu! What do you think this place is for? Is it part of the plan? Is it the secret research lab of the director? You know what I mean? Hello, Jordan. Fido is like, and I went for a walk with him. And it's like, Jordan, it's been 10 years since you watched stream. Jordan, where have you been? Where have you been, Jordan? I've been waiting for you every single day, Very impressive, Wolf. Like, I've been missing you, I've been like, the streams are empty and sad without you. But now that you're here, I can finally go to the toilet and grab a drink, okay? I'll be right back. Tell me everything. Tell me why you've abandoned me for so long, Jordan? Like, Jordan, I've been so sad without you. I've been, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Ukraine's winning. Yeah. I work for an organization called Track Ukraine now. Have you heard of Track Ukraine? I hope that Russia will fall soon. They have been losing people faster than they can recruit. I mean, unfortunately, things are not as simple, and it seems like the war will go well into the next year. Track Ukraine is basically an organization that tracks US politicians' opinions on Ukraine and their policy on Ukraine, and we grade them color. An organization created by Mr. Dylan Burns. You know what I mean? I wonder if the director built it all by himself, woof, or if there was another engineer, woof. That's great, I know, right? Engineer? Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Come on, let's go look around a little. But yes, you know, we're trying to via public pressure to make politicians adopt better stances on aid to Ukraine. Russia has been bombing Ukraine more than ever. Like, when I've been in Ukraine, there's been a lot of missile strikes on the city, and sometimes the missiles hit targets before even the air siren would go off. Did the right person win the Polish election? Which election? Wait, when was the last time where you watched stream? Was it during the Polish presidential election? Don't tell me that you've not been watching the stream for like over a year. Jordan, come on. Jordan, when was the last time that you watched the stream? When was the last time you've been here? Jordan, you should go to the page, you know? Luciaza.org/live, you know? Will you be here tonight, Jordan? Jordan, will you be here tonight? I will be streaming Polity tonight, you know? Unfortunately, I have to leave in 20 minutes because I have like I'm meeting a relative, you know? We'll be going to the Jewish Museum. Have you heard of the Jewish Museum, Jordan? Have you heard of the Jewish Museum? It is called Pauline. You know Pauline, Jordan? Jordan, will you be here later? Will you watch the stream later? You know what I mean? Do you understand my feelings? Jordan, do you understand my feelings? My feelings? Yeah? You always can, you know? Don't be a stranger, Jordan. Will you watch the stream tonight? I will be streaming Polity, you know? Jordan, I'll be streaming Polity. Whoa! How's Dr. Jones' mom doing? I think she's doing okay. Dr. Jones has betrayed me, I will have you know. You know, we were supposed to finish Resident Evil 6 together. But Dr. Jones has... Wow, you've not been watching stream for well over a year. Jordan, where have you been? I have missed you so much, Jordan. You cannot even... You would not believe. I was like, every stream, I was like, where is Jordan? You know? And it's like, you know what I mean? It's like the stream is not the same without Jordan. And it's like, how should I say? My goal is to become a small streamer, and without you, I cannot do this, Jordan, you know? Is that how I'm supposed to read your name, Jordan? Jordan? Is that how you read your name, Jordan? Anything here? Oh wait, it's like, okay. Found hilly hair. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're the VIP, you know? You're like Momo of this party. But you're not a dog, and Momo is a dog. Even though Malaki will not agree. But according to Capcom, Momo is actually a dog person. Even if Malaki disagrees, you know? You know what I mean? You understand my feelings? Zombies? Look at this. I will steal from them. Pilfter. You know what I mean? Itadakimasu? Multivitamin? No way! Bro! Really? Are you seeing this? Multivitamin? No way, bro! Hold on. I cannot believe that I get multivitamin. Did you know this? Jordan, did you know that you could get multivitamin from this enemy? I did not know. I did not know this. I never suspected, I never expected, you know? It's just multivitamin. Crazy. You know what I mean? Why is Rei attacking Momo all the time? Like some pervert. You know what I mean? What am I supposed to do here? Is there nothing here? Anything here? No, nothing. Oh, there's something. You found skill ink. You know what I mean? Let's steal. What do you mean? Wait, you don't know what I mean? I mean, you know. And then more. Mandrake. Damn, what does Mandrake do? I don't even know. You know what I mean? You couldn't steal anything. Missed. Not really, but that's okay. Is it okay? Do you know what I mean? Whoa. Itadakimasu? Whoa. Okay, what does the Mandrake do? Do you know? Let's check it out. Mandrake. Heals all HP and what? And what? you know? Sounds suspicious. Suspicion. You know what I mean? Okay, let's do this. I am excitement. What are the US politicians that don't support Ukraine? Usually Republicans, usually MAGA people. And socialists, quote unquote, in the United States. From the Democrats, socialists, something caucus, you know? Like those two groups are usually against aid. They're like, the MAGA people are like, we need to stop aid because something, we don't like it. And the socialists are like, well, the DSA does not support Ukraine. The DSA is like, oh no, NATO and the United States, and it's all, you know, it's not good, you know? They've been really bad on Ukraine, actually. Not to mention Ilhan Omar, I think, was that her that voted against the Ukraine Support Act because it was like, oh no, the sanctions target poor Russians, think of the poor Russians. You know? You couldn't steal anything. You know? It's a very shame, Jordan, you know? Wait, Jordan, what other streamers do you watch? Tell me, please. Tell me everything. Tell me your story, Jordan, you know what I mean? Jordan, tell me your story. Please, thank you. You know what I mean? While we'll steal. We have some new progressive that are better on Ukraine, that's true. I have graded them all, you know? The best people are those who sign our pledge. You should go to Twitter and follow Track Ukraine. We post posters of people, of politicians, with their grading. You know? Caramel! Yeah. I have stolen that caramel. You know what I mean? Caramel. 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 Might as well put on the caramel, right? I watched a little bit. I've been watching Lonerbugs a bit, Destiny, Lib, and Learn. Yeah? And I'm better than all of these people, right? I am better than Loner Boss, Destiny, who has impregnated me with his child, and Lib and Learn, you know? You know what I mean? I'm your favorite streamer, right? It's true. It's all true. I would not lie to you. Hold on. Alright. I have a few minutes more. You know what I mean? I have to call the Uber taxi. You know? Consider going to lucyhaza.org/live and donating or subscribing. I had to spend a lot of money on the plumber lately. It's like it left me bankrupt. Yeah, I get caught up in the drama a little too easily, yeah? I am a very dramatic person, you know? I am the most dramatic streamer, you know? So if you are dramatic, then you've come to the right place, you know? I'm dramatic. You're like, hey, you know? Like, ooh, you know? I've been having so many beefs lately, like with everybody. It's like, ugh. You know what I mean? Also, have I mentioned that I became a persona non grata with President Sunday? Do you know President Sunday? Well, President Sunday hates me now. Did I mention? Have I mentioned that President Sunday hates me now? You know what I mean? Why? Because he said that Ukraine is a Nazi state and that's conscription and that's slavery, and I disagreed. It's okay. He went with a little bit of insane opinions on Ukraine, and I was like, no, I disagree. And he was like, banned, you know what I mean? And then he made 5 videos about Ukraine. That makes sense. Wait, does it? Do you know what I mean? And it's all like cheap pornography, you know? Let's steal multivitamin. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? Hello. I'm gonna finish in 3 minutes. Sunday seems a little ideological about some things. Yeah, a pervert, you know what I mean? Sunday is a pervert. Hold on. Jordan, join my page, you know what I mean? Okay, let's, you know what I mean? Sorry, you're waiting for me to write something. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Don't be a pervert. I will finish in 3 minutes because I have to go to my relative, you know? I will be going and be like, yeah. Emily, hello! Well, I will be finishing stream in a few seconds, you know? Because I have to go and meet my relative, you know? We'll be going to the Jewish Museum. Yeah, to the Jewish Museum. Do you know the Jewish Museum? You know what I mean? Have you ever heard of the Jewish Museum? Yeah, I'll be streaming tonight. I'll be streaming Politi, your favorite thing, you know what I mean? Isn't that right, Jordan? Jordan has been not watching stream for 5 years now, and now Jordan is back, finally. What is there? It's the history of Jewish people in Poland. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be epic. Epic, you know? It's gonna be like, you know what I mean? We're gonna be learning about all sorts of stuff, like the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and stuff. And then we're going to eat, you know? I had a sudden expense, you know? I had a plumber, and it turned out that my plumbing problem was so bad that I had to spend like a bunch of money, you know? $400 for the plumber. I spent $400 for the plumber. I thought in the Pale of Settlement? What do you mean? The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth had the biggest Jewish community in the world. I know what this is. This is a relic from the Techno Age. And this number is the same as one on the door, right? In other words, this is a key from the Techno Age. If we input the password here, the doors with the same number will open. Does anyone want to try and guess the password? Without the password, we'll never be able to get those doors open. But usually people use something like a friend's name or whatever for their password. Like Pellet or something. Maybe that's a little too obvious. I don't believe it. It opened. Well, now we're getting somewhere. Come on, let's go. Where's Greater Raid? Yeah, they are asleep, you know. They also betrayed me. Because they are like, Lucy, you are fat. You know? No, they. Only Dr. Jones betrayed me. Not playing with me. Resident Evil 6. Okay, I have to go now. You know what I mean? It's been a lovely stream. I love you, and I want to see you tonight. When I will be streaming Politi, you know? I have to do a emergency fundraising because I am poor now. You know, I cannot even afford underwear. And underwear is important in life, you know? I will raid you into somebody who will appreciate you more than I. You know who I will raid you to? I will raid you into... You know what I mean? How about if I raid you into... Oh gosh, nobody's streaming. Okay, I cannot raid you into anybody. Nobody's streaming. Okay, I'll see you soon. I am stream now. Bye bye. Muchas gracias. Entschuldigung. What? I don't want you to leave. I'm leaving now. Because I have to end stream. Because I go meet my relative at the Jewish Museum. I will see you later tonight when I stream politics. Entschuldigung. Bye bye.